Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Good, Hugh. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah,
Mike,
thank you.
I've been excited to hear about your investment opportunity, education. There's a lot of great things that's going out there with regenerative energy and solar. Tell me a little bit about you and what you do.
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is Mike, and I am the founder of Solar Conversion Lab. Essentially, I am a solar broker, and as well as the founder of our academy that helps people also become solar brokers. And that's basically it. We help people who are either working either dead end jobs or want to get out of the rat race, become more location independent, and increase their income.
Okay. Well, so you're doing education through your academy. What kind of education do you guys provide in your academy?
So what we do is, in any of the sales processes for basically selling solar or become a solar consultant, we cover the entire process on the sales side. So that includes lead generation. We teach people how to generate leads, whether it's through Facebook ads, Google, TikTok, believe it or not, and YouTube. And then from there, we also teach how to do appointment settings to actually get people on a call so you can sell solar remotely. And then from there, how to actually close the deal, and then how to solidify the deals and contracts to work with installers.
Okay. So basically, how to get in the solar business from beginning to end. Do you have to have any kind of a background, sales background, degree, certifications, licensing, things like that? Is that required to be able to do something like this?
No, it's not, and that's a great question. So I actually personally never completed university, and I actually started as a salesperson in solar. And actually, the company I used to work for, I became top 8 salesperson out of 100
Nice.
within 6 months. So, and
Oh,
that's without
okay.
background. Yeah, and we
Okay.
cover that. We help people without any experience. We go through the marketing foundations, and it's a lot easier because the learning curve is a lot lower when you're just focused on one industry,
Right.
um, as well as with sales. And me and our coaches for our academy, we've been through the entire process, and I've worked in multiple parts of the industry. So we help people overcome all the barriers of anything that they would kind of go through, any objections and hurdles. We cover all that. So to answer your question, no, there are no restrictions.
Okay. All right. So it sounds exciting. It's pretty much anybody can do it. You give them the tools, you give them the education to be successful. You've done it yourself, so you're obviously successful in what you're doing. Um, how much money can somebody make on this? Is this a like part-time thing, or do you have to be fully committed? That's a lot of things that people run into nowadays, is that I've got my full-time job. How can I sit there and do something like this, and then going back and forth? And now, obviously, anything in the world that is worth doing takes effort.
Right.
I understand that, everybody understands that, but how realistic is am I going to put all this time and effort and put in something in there, like, and how much money can I actually make? Is it how realistic is it?
It's very realistic to make over 6 figures. You can work either part time or full time, and another benefit is you can really work from anywhere. So, I mean, there are people who are making maybe $5,000, $10,000 per month working just weekends. Generating leads during the week. They could be working a full time job as well,
Okay.
and close a couple deals per month, and that's already $5,000 in their pocket. Full time, people can make over 300, 400, $500,000 per year. And that's, obviously, if you're working full time, you get to put more effort and you get to close a lot more deals. 10, 15 deals per month is absolutely realistic. Especially, the benefit is that we get to sell solar virtually. So we do it either through Google Meets or over the phone. And you get to talk to a lot more people per day. And you can do it from anywhere. I live in Europe in the summers, and I live in Latin America in the winters. So that's an added benefit. Make more money and live wherever you want.
So somebody can actually, it doesn't matter, you don't have to be in the US, so it could be domestic or international to be able to do this.
Right.
Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
as long as you have a US LLC, it's a lot easier.
Okay.
And an internet connection and a telephone um, would be very helpful.
Modern business today, my friend. That's exactly right. Now, I go through your academy. I've got my education. I'm ready to go. Is it like that's it? I just do an LLC and I go. Is this like a franchise? Do I hit the ground running? Like, is there guidance from the academy, or is like, hey, you're out and you see you later?
Yeah, that's a great question. So after graduating from the academy, a lot of our brokers who graduated, they can actually join our franchise, if you will, where we help them get set up with installers anywhere in the country. So that, I mean, that really is the toughest part, right? You have to learn how to generate leads, you have to learn how to set appointments, and then actually close the deals. And
Right.
then all the way after that, you have to figure out how to work with financial partners, and they don't approve everybody, as well as installers. So we give that added benefit to just cut out that entire process and work with our installers through our franchise. Um,
Okay. Yeah.
with Yeah, we'll do that for really anybody who succeeds in our academy.
Gotcha. So you go through the academy. It's like the McDonald's thing. You can't just buy any McDonald's. You got to go through McDonald's University, get your
Right,
education, get everything done. Then they'll give you a McDonald's. So
right,
same concept. I get it. Which it's actually a smart way because you'll be able to actually have the education, understand, set you up for success. Unfortunately, a lot of people that get into franchises or businesses don't have a background in it, don't really understand the business or the business as a whole, and
hmm
then all of a sudden say, "Oh my God, I've spent this time, this money, and what now? I'm not having success. I thought I was going to make this happen, and and it's just it's really needs to have education that comes through it. So I think that's definitely a minimum requirement. So it makes sense. So Mike, so we've talked about this opportunity. Come back on it. How do they get started? What do they need to do? What are the steps how do they contact you to get things moving?
So the easiest way is to contact me either through Instagram or LinkedIn, always active on both, as well as through our website, solarconversionlab.com. And from there, one of our coaches can reach out, or me, or one of our coaches will reach out and help people who are interested get it set up through the trainings, and as well as our weekly calls, so that within 2 months, people will be ready to go. And honestly, I'm sure we've already had people who have been able to close deals in their first month. But um,
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I think that's one of the things in real estate is they're like, well, if you close a deal within the first 6 months, you're doing great. You're like, I'm not going to be able to make a living at that.
right,
So
yeah,
that's a great thing. All right, wonderful, Mike. Thank you so much for being on the show, bringing this opportunity for our viewers. I look forward to hopefully seeing more of you, and I appreciate the time.
yeah, likewise. Thank you so much, you.
Thank you. Bye bye.